What has happened to the Nigerian Naira in the last 7 weeks has been described as nothing short of a miracle by onlookers. The question asked by many has been, have we actually turned a corner? Welcome to MarketSquare. My name is Oluwapelubi Awe, and as always, I'm glad to have you join me on the show. The Nigerian Naira has gained at least 28% in the last 3 weeks. At close of business yesterday, $1 exchanged for 1,408 Naira on the NatFem market, and the Bureau change rate was around 1,440 Naira per dollar. So let's see what is responsible for this recent appreciation of the Nigerian Naira. First is the clearing of the country's FX backlog inherited from the previous administration. A big part of the overall strategy detailed in the first Monetary Policy Committee meeting for year 2024, which was a month ago, was the clearance of the foreign exchange transactions to stabilize exchange rates, which will curb import inflation and spur confidence in the banking system and the economy. And the CBN recently declared that all foreign backlogs worth around $7 billion have been cleared. Now, to do so, the Apex Bank employed an independent auditing firm, Deloitte Consulting, to assess the transactions and to ensure that only legal claims were honored. What else could have been responsible for the appreciation of the Nigerian Naira? Let's talk about the increase in external reserves. The CBN has reported a significant increase in external reserves, rising by around $993 million to $34.11 billion as of March 7th, 2024, which is the highest level in 8 months. Another factor that could have been responsible for this appreciation could be the collapse of the segmentation of forex markets, which has also helped the appreciation of the Naira seen so far so good. Remember that last year a decision was taken to collapse all segments into the investors and exporters window, and this meant the Naira will be traded at a willing buyer, willing seller market. And this rate has been not exactly favorable, but it means that the CBN doesn't exactly regulate the exchange rate figures anymore like it used to do before. And we have seen dollar appreciate from that action. Some have said that the decisive action against Binance has contributed to this gain. I did an entire episode where I shared about what was going on between the federal government and Binance some weeks ago. The link to that is on the screen right now as I speak. Now, according to reports, over $200 billion went through the Binance Nigeria platform in 2023. The federal government has commenced further investigation as there are suspicions as the transactors of such whooping sum. Another reason could be the increase in interest rate, which means that the propensity to save has increased and the propensity to consume has actually reduced. People are consuming less and saving more than they used to do before. What has the presidency said? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has assured that the current momentum that Nigeria has seen with respect to the strengthening of Nigerian Naira against other major currencies, including the dollar, will be sustained and will not slow down anytime soon. So, what can be done to sustain this appreciation of the Nigerian Naira? First, the country's currency appreciation is sustainable if the government continues to do the right things fiscally and monetarily. Second, this change now experienced is as a result of the trust deficit closing up as investors seem to trust the decision made by the heads at the central bank even more. Speculators are uncertain as to the moves by the team. And so the more people trust the decisions made by the Monetary Policy Committee, the more they are able to put out the foreign currencies they have into the economy and improve things here. Usually before every monetary policy committee meeting, there is always this withdrawal by the investors, and they tend to hold back to see what decisions will be made and to know if that decision or the decisions that are made by the monetary policy committee is favorable before they then make their decision. Another key topic of conversation was the role of speculators in impacting the Naira rate. Speculators have over time taken advantage of the shortage of FX supply in the market, creating arbitrage opportunities. Central Bank of Nigeria can reduce the incentive for speculators to operate, ultimately stabilizing the currency by improving FX supply. We also must mention that we need liquidity. Liquidity will come when we have improved crude oil production, and that's the fastest route to get liquidity sufficient enough to clear arrears. Away from that, let's take a look at the latest National Bureau of Statistics food report of major staple food prices across Nigeria, which increased by double figures month on month. MarketSquare reporter Favoria has more on this.
In February 2024, the inflation rate soared to 31.70%, accompanied by a food inflation rate of 37.92%, despite efforts to curb this hyperinflationary trajectory. According to the MBC Food Price Watch, on average, foods such as garri, rice, beans, beef, bread increased by as high as 25%, with the lowest around 10% between January and February 2024. Let's start with major staple food in Nigeria. Rice. The average price of 1 kg of loose local rice increased by 19.69% from 1,021 Naira 79 kobo sold in January 2024 to 1,222 Naira 97 kobo in the month of February. On an annual basis, the price of loose local rice increased by 134.81% from 520 Naira 84 kobo to its current figure. Garri. Similarly, the average price of loose garri white per kilogram surged by 109.16% year-on-year, climbing from 345 Naira 88 kobo in February 2023 to 723 Naira 45 kobo in February 2024, with a monthly increase of 20.44%. Beans. The average price of 1 kg brown beans sold loose increased from 976 Naira 58 kobo in January 2024 to 1,177 Naira 9 kobo in February. This indicates an increase of 20.62% in 1 month. On an annual basis, the price of 1 kg brown beans jumped from 594 Naira 15 kobo in February 2023 to its current price. Beef. Monthly, the average cost of 1 kg boneless beef increased by 10.22% from 3,315 Naira 78 kobo it sold in January to 3,654 Naira 56 kobo for February 2024. On a year-on-year basis, the price of beef increased by 49.41% from 2,445 Naira 96 kobo in February 2023. Yam. The average price of yam tuber per kilogram rose from 131.33% year-on-year from 436 Naira 41 kobo in February 2023 to 1,009 Naira 56 kobo in February 2024. On a month-on-month basis, it saw an 11.93% increase from 901 Naira 94 kobo in January 2024 to 1,009.56 Naira in February 2024. Egg. Likewise, the average price of one medium-sized agricultural egg surged by 58.21% year-on-year, climbing from 88 naira 3 kobo in February 2023 to 139 naira 28 kobo in February 2024, with a monthly increase of 19.65% from 116 naira 41 kobo in January 2024. Bread. The average price of a 500-gram sliced bread rose from 904 naira 2 kobo in January 2024 to 1,047 naira 86 kobo in February. This represents an increase of 15.91% between January and February. Yearly, the price of bread increased by 89.48% between February 2023 and February 2024. The substantial surge in the price of staple foods nationwide is a reflection of the prevailing high levels of inflation in Nigeria. MarketSquare reporter Favor Eya.
Now, there was a time when Nigeria was known as the chocolate republic of Africa because our cocoa beans are of high quality, and that even earned us the name the king of cocoa. But not just that. Last year, towards the fourth quarter of 2023, cocoa export was around 100 billion naira. To tell you how much this has added to our economy. So on today's economic fun fact, I shared about the history, I shared about what cocoa production is doing to Nigeria, and also shared about the uses of Nigeria cocoa. So do well to check the description of this video below, and you will get to see the full capture of everything about cocoa production in Nigeria. Thank you for joining me today. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and even on YouTube. My name is Oluwapelumiawe. See you on the next one.